Everybody, yeah, I've done a little video for a while, so I thought I'd just do this one, which is a thought I've just had. Basically, this is a very, very, very bold statement and quite a controversial subject. But the seven wonders of the world, right? Well, the pyramids are, I think, the only one left, aren't they? There's, Egyptologists and all this have all these theories on how they built the pyramids and all this. And you know what? I've never really got involved in that because I've just thought, well, does it really matter? I was being quite ignorant. Of course it matters. I watched this program the other day, a film. It's called K9 or something like K1 or something like that. All about, and they showed how ridiculous all the theories are and how it couldn't really happen and all that because massive blocks and people couldn't lift them even if they were, thousands of people were required to lift one of them and all that and the precision and all this. I'm sure you've heard all this before. Well, I just thought of something that was a theory that was maybe so obvious it's too obvious, and I couldn't find anything on this. I thought, really? Come on, surely. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what I've been thinking recently. In this video, one thing they did show was them, they said, alright, like ridiculing the theories, and they said, let's start with the cornerstones then, and they had these big, like, boards that were moulding and pouring this kind of cement mixture into these boards and making the cornerstones to start the pyramid off. Well, I just suddenly thought, why didn't they do that for every single block? I mean, do the first layer with the moulds, climb up. When they're hard, do the next layer. That means they'd be ultimately accurate, they'd be ultimately straight and cut. You wouldn't have to carry blocks anywhere, lift any blocks up. And because it's a pyramid, you literally can walk like up it. You wouldn't have to have scaffolding or anything. Why not? They were obviously making mixtures and formulas of, cement style, granite style, blocks, and it was made of those sandstone and limestone. Well, when the Nile flooded, they just would have got water. They could have ground up, the stones if need be to make the powder, and then just reformed them out of the formula. Why not? Can anyone tell me why that isn't? You would only need a few hundred men, and it could have been done. Like, that's the only way I think it could have been done, without extraterrestrials being involved, which is when that space doesn't exist, then you realise how silly that really is. Moulds for all the bricks, and also when they find like seashells and stuff like that in some of the, well, that would explain that then, wouldn't it? If they're using salt water or whatever water for the mixture to pour into the moulds basically for the blocks. If you carbon dated those blocks, it's just going to show up the same age. Carbon dating shit anyway, but if you did, it's going to show up the age of the stuff that the block's made of, which is going to be obviously stuff as old as the blocks would have been if they were hoisted and from miles and miles away, as they say, which obviously makes it ridiculous. So, yeah, maybe I'm feeling the pyramids were built by moulding blocks there on the spot with limestone formula, sandstone formula. Yeah, what do you think?